Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. We will begin today's proceedings shortly. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Market opening ceremonies are organized at the CSE trading floor to celebrate important developments in the Sri Lankan capital market and business sector. The event today celebrates the debut trading of Expac Corrugated Cartons Limited and the listing of its shares at the main board of the Colombo Stock Exchange. Considering limitations brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic with regard to hosting public gatherings, the event today is live streamed through the CSC social media platforms. Therefore, we would like to welcome our online audience this morning and thank you all for joining us. To commence the proceedings this morning, we present the official corporate videos of the Colombo Stock Exchange and the Expac Corrugated Cartons Limited.
Banking on the entrepreneurial spirit of the Sri Lankan people, the Colombo Stock Exchange builds on a share trading tradition that has existed in Sri Lanka for over a century. The business of share trading that commenced with plantation companies in 1896 continues to thrive today as a matured and vibrant stock market that mobilizes capital flows of over 300 billion rupees a year.
After 35 years of the stock exchange, we have leveraged on the combined experience and expertise of the industry to leapfrog on multiple fronts. As we look towards a possible re-rating of the market upwards, what is on the cards are major infrastructure developments, new product introductions, widening of the investor base, building a sustainable business model, and most importantly, working with the government and the regulator to position the CSE as a pivotal point for capital raising.
The CSE, in its present form, began in 1985 when the Colombo Securities Exchange Guarantee Limited was incorporated as a company limited by guarantee formed by 7 stockbroker firms. Today, as the operator of the stock market in Sri Lanka, we offer state-of-the-art pre-trade, trade, and post-trade platforms. Our stakeholder base also includes the regulator, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Sri Lanka, 285 companies, over 700,000 local and foreign institutional and individual investors, 150 members of staff of the stock exchange, and other market intermediaries who go and make up the ecosystem of the Sri Lankan capital market.
Stock exchange operations around the globe have evolved significantly over the past 35 years, and so has the CSE. Our trading operations, which started with an open outcry system and investors visiting the public trading floor, today is delivered through a state-of-the-art multi-asset class automated trading system and a central depository system. To mark its 35th anniversary year, CSE has engaged in a drive to digitalize all stakeholder touchpoints in the stock market, enabling end-to-end connectivity electronically.
CSE over the years have invested in technology because we understand a robust, secure, and cutting-edge technology is the backbone of a modern exchange. Today, our IT systems and infrastructure supports a sustainable business model by securing processing transactions, generating accurate and real-time market data, and offering speedy, convenient, reliable access to the market users. We have also focused strengthening our information and cybersecurity and building internal capabilities to support the market-wide digitization strategy.
Establishing regulatory readiness to navigate through a Sri Lankan business landscape that has changed substantially since CSE was first established has been a material focus.
Regulation must evolve to support the development plan or the development strategy of the exchange. And that is something that we have always followed. Compared to the inception of the Colombo Stock Exchange 35 years ago, we have been able to transform our listing framework to make it really attractive for issuers to come and raise capital by listing their securities through the Colombo Stock Exchange. And for this purpose, we have been able to diversify our listing platforms and listing boards, giving them various listing options to benefit. In terms of overall regulation, our focus has always been investor protection, creating and maintaining a fair and orderly market, and also facilitating capital formation.
As we celebrate 35 years, the CSE has taken decisive steps to diversify from a single product market to one that offers multiple products. Real estate investment trusts, the creation of an OTC market for repos on corporate debt, trading of gold products, and stock borrowing and lending are already in the process of being introduced. On the regulatory and governance fronts, the new SEC Act, we believe, will be an important development covering regulatory changes required to continue to safeguard investor rights.
The investor base in the Sri Lankan stock market has grown steadily over the last 35 years, and measures taken by CSE to increase the retail investor base and foreign investment fund flows rapidly to create a vibrant securities market have been focused and consistent. We have used multiple strategies to attract local and foreign investors. End-to-end digitalization is helping us to widen the local investor base. The Invest Sri Lanka series has been effective in taking the message of our stock market and opportunities globally and in attracting foreign fund flows into the country. As we look ahead, CSE envisions to play a competitive role and be among the leading regional markets, harnessing our key strengths of the established infrastructure and the reputation built over 35 years.
Over the last 35 years, we have evolved, we have changed, we have developed. But one thing that remains unchanged is our focus on maintaining the integrity and the quality of the market.
We will continue our journey towards success, and we value our stakeholders whose confidence in us stood unaltered. I would like to recognize the role played by our listed companies, our investors, and all market intermediaries who placed confidence in the CSE over the past 35 years. Also recognize the untiring efforts of board members, present and past, as well as the CSE staff, including those who served previously.
Colombo Stock Exchange, a transformative past, a vibrant future.
Expac Corrugated Cartons Private Limited is a truly Sri Lankan company, drawing from our rich cultural heritage and a love for nature and the environment. Expac has molded its vision and scope around reusing raw materials and controlling its carbon footprint on the earth. We take pride in the fact that all our wood pulp is harvested from planned forests with replanting programs and international FSC certification. Expac, incorporated in 1998, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Aberdeen Holdings, Sri Lanka. We have invested in our employees and our clients to provide the local and international market with high-quality corrugated cartons. We produce customized, high-quality packaging solutions to the individual requirements of our customers. Your carton, your way. Expac is an ISO 9001, 14001 and RAP certified award-winning manufacturer using the state-of-the-art technology. Know your product better than anyone and know your customer better than anyone. We spend an immense amount of time and effort in researching the exact needs of our clients. Attention to detail is reflected in our cleanliness, especially in producing packaging for the FMCG sector. We work closely with our customers to provide them with high-quality cartons and on-time delivery. Nothing works better than improving your product. In a highly competitive market, Expac places great emphasis on providing our clients with value addition. From the design of the carton to the print shop, we endeavor to reduce the cost of packaging by implementing better design and optimizing the print process. We thus often meet and even exceed the client's standards in quality and design. All of this impacts the cost of our products. When we provide clients with a higher quality at a lower cost, it contributes directly to their increased competitiveness and profitability. But there is more to any successful corporate than machinery, raw material, and product. Our world is made up of people, our families, our community, our society. In a fast-changing world, no matter how technologically advanced we may be, it is people who matter most. At Expac, we firmly believe the words of Mary K. Ash. People are definitely the company's greatest asset. It doesn't matter what the product is. A company is only good as the people it keeps. High emphasis is placed on the in-house training and development of our personnel. We provide our staff with facilities and comfort that far surpasses the industry standards. A happy workforce often results in a superior product and timely production and delivery of our cartons. We place high emphasis on our IT infrastructure, state-of-the-art manufacturing, and next-generation technologies. We take into consideration the variable market conditions and take keen note of the exact needs of our clients. We can thus produce cartons and packaging products that meet and exceed the needs and standards of our large and constantly growing client base. We are all working together. That's the secret. As a contributing member of society, XPAC takes its corporate social responsibility very seriously. Our CSR projects are centered around the community that we are a part of. Our initiatives focus on the needs of the community, with the setting up and maintaining of a medical facility and dispensary at a temple close to the factory. We also focus on providing children of the area with education, study materials, and a clean environment for their play and relaxation. Our keenness to meet the growing needs of a nation and feed the robust growth in the local and international markets has positioned XPAC as a leading manufacturer of high-quality corrugated products and has helped us to stay ahead of the competition. In a world driven by greed and profit at all costs, XPAC upholds the vision of preserving our environment, producing the highest quality in packaging, designing our product to meet the client's needs, exceeding the expectations of our clients, investing in people and community. We believe in a company that contributes to and is an active part of the community. We believe in a company that invests in our employees and our clients. Team XPAC. XPAC, your carton, your way.
Now, I would like to invite our first speaker this morning, Mr. Rajiva Bandaranaike, the Chief Executive Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange, to deliver the welcome remarks of the ceremony.
Good morning. On behalf of the Colombo Stock Exchange, I warmly welcome all of you today for the bell ringing ceremony to mark the listing of XPAC Corrugated Cartons Limited. I wish to extend a very warm welcome to our guest today, representing XPAC, the Chairman, Non-Executive Director, Mr. Sattar Kasim, Mr. Shafiq Kasim, the Non-Executive Director, Managing Director and Executive Director, Mr. Zulfikar Gauss, Deputy Chairman of Aberdeen Holdings, Mr. Hassan Kasim, Mr. Abdullah Kasim, Executive Director, Ms. Shahara De Silva, a Non-Executive Director, Mr. Dinesh Dharmadasa, Non-Executive Director, and Mr. MRV Mohammed, the CEO. I would also like to warmly welcome the joint managers and financial advisors to the issue, Capital Alliance partners represented by Mr. Vishnu Balachandran and his team, and Asia Security Advisors Private Limited represented by Mr. Sujit Neta and his team. I also wish to welcome our former Chairman of CSE and CSE Director, Mr. Abhivardhana, the Chief Regulatory Officer, Mr. Renaka Vijayawardhana, and to you, ladies and gentlemen, who are watching the ceremony live today. Today's event marks the listing of XPAC Corrugated Cartons Limited, the company engaged in producing end-to-end corrugated cartons and packaging solution providers. We are indeed happy to welcome another successful Sri Lankan business to the main board of the CSE. The encouraging response to the IPO with an oversubscription of over 11 times on the opening day itself bears testimony, I believe, to the company's potential and the trust and confidence it enjoys among its stakeholder group. Expect is the sixth equity listing on the CSE and becomes the 34th issue for the year 2021. It's with a great sense of pride and satisfaction that we note that the CSE is playing its role as a facilitator of capital effectively, and we are happy that we are making a meaningful contribution to the economic activity in the country. For this year, we have facilitated over 105 billion worth of equity and debt capital to be raised through the capital market. A listing brings with it certain obligations. An obligation to shareholders who would expect a decent return for their investment. As a responsible corporate citizen who has won the trust of both consumers and suppliers alike for over 23 years, we are extremely confident that your company will uphold the highest levels of corporate governance and accountability to your shareholders and to those who are wishing to buy your shares. A stock market is a place where price is discovered for your shares and also a place where wealth is created for your shareholders. We would ask of you to maintain adequate levels of liquidity in your shares so that you optimize the price discovery process and enable true wealth creation. On behalf of the CSC, let me say once again how happy and excited we are to welcome you as our 289th listed company. Our warmest wishes are with you as we partner your company in your journey of growth. So let me take this opportunity to wish the company all success, and also to you, ladies and gentlemen who are here today, and for all of our staff members, in keeping with the vision of the company that we saw, wish all of them good health, wealth, and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bandanayaka. May I now kindly invite Mr. Sata Kasim, the Chairman, Non-Executive Director of Expac Corrugated Cartons Limited, to share the remarks on behalf of the company.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, directors of the CSE, representatives from our managers to the share issue, following fellow directors of Expac, Aberdeen Holdings, distinguished guests, and all those who are joining us virtually today, a very good morning to all of you. It gives me great pleasure as chairman of Expac to address all of you on the first day of trading of Expac shares. It was certainly an exciting journey to build our company to the point where we are able to launch an IPO today. Expac as an organization has always been purpose-driven and goal-oriented. We were able to maximize the utilization of our machinery, steady increase in our production output. Therefore, our revenues have shown steady growth over the past few years, even though the world was impacted with the COVID epidemic. Steady growth resulted in our corporate decision to expand our production facility and finance a part of this through the IPO. My profuse thanks are extended to the CSE, managers to the issue, namely Capital Alliance and Asia Securities, most importantly, our staff, all stakeholders who assisted us with guidance and advice through the process. Their inputs have been extremely valuable. The public showed the outstanding expression of confidence in Expac as we were oversubscribed more than 11 times. This indeed is a good indication of the public and investor interest in the organization. We look forward working closely with the CSE as we work towards making expect shares being traded as a premium share in the Colombo Stock Exchange. God willing, we will continue to grow our company to its fullest potential and create highest value for its investors. Let me once again reiterate our thanks to all stakeholders for making this IPO a resounding success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kazim. We would now proceed to open the market. And I kindly invite onto the podium Mr. Satar Kasim, representing Expect Corrugated Cartons Limited, Chairman, Non-Executive Director. Ms. Shehara De Silva, Non-Executive Director. Mr. Sulfika Gauss, Managing Director. Mr. Dinesh Dharmadasa, Independent Director. Mr. Ray Abhivardhana, Director of the Colombo Stock Exchange. Mr. Rajiva Bandaranaike, Chief Executive Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange. Mr. Renuka Vijayavardhana, Chief Regulatory Officer of the Colombo Stock Exchange. Mr. Vishnu Balachandran, Head of Investment Banking, Capital Alliance Partners. Mr. Sujendran Mehta, Asia Securities, CEO of Investment Banking.
All you got to do is when we tell you, just press
Yeah,
this
sure.
and it'll open the market. I think you know it. And
Yeah,
also, if you can ring the bell so that.
Yeah, that'll be first,
After that. No, first you
first
do
this and then we ring the bell. Huh? Come, sir.
This will be your first. At the anointed time, you will
Yeah, yeah.
do the needful.
And then ring the bell.
Come, Vishnu. No, Machan, come here, Vishnu. Vishnu, come, Machan. You're doing this thing must be
Are we allowed to remove the mask or with the mask?
better
For the
keep
photograph, we'll put it on.
Okay, yeah.
have it on. No,
Yeah, otherwise,
Somebody will
police
see
will
that.
start looking for you.
So that we were not socially responsible.
Yeah.
How long have we got? Vishnu? There's some time.
Yeah, this.
So first this thing would be that.
Yeah,
This
and
is
then
a subsequent thing.
Sure.
How is the recovery? This thing? No, after. We had families, certainly. Then we shut the whole thing down. Then only they went into that second shut. Just before that, people. I'm seeing people today. Tomorrow, we see their.
We are almost there, no?
So the second one is you take it and give it a good.
Big one, huh?
Yeah. Do another one. Just hold it to the. Just hold it there. Don't knock it for him to take a photograph.
Okay, sure.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thanks.
Wish you all the very best.
Thanks.
Wish you all the best.
Thanks. May we have many more listings with you all.
Yes. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I Chandrakant was when I came over. here.
Today he is tied up
Yes,
at a meeting.
yes, yes, he told me, yeah.
You give that mail? That's all right.
I'll be telling that. Yeah.
Call her around and
Uh, yeah, okay, okay, all right. Thank you, gentlemen. May I now kindly invite the CEO of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Mr. Rajiva Bandaranaike, to present a token of appreciation and the listing certificate. And I would like to invite Mr. Satakasi, Chairman and Executive Director of Expac Corrugated Cartons Limited, to receive the token of appreciation. And I would like to call Mr. Ray Abhivardhana to present the token of appreciation. Thank you, Mr. Abhivardhana, Mr. Bandaranaike, and Mr. Kazim. With that, we end today's market opening ceremony organized to celebrate the listing of Expac Corrugated Cartons Limited. I would like to thank our distinguished guests who graced this occasion, and also thank you to all our viewers across Facebook and YouTube streams. I wish you all a pleasant day.